Okay, little boy. You are in a playful mood today, ain't you? Hello, good evening. This is High Priestess Jamila. So, I wanted to come and have a Thursday chat with y'all just to kind of talk for a minute. I'm getting prepared. Hey, I'm getting prepared for some work that I got to do for some clients. You guys know that I do my love work on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay. What's up, Hell? Hello. Hey, watch out. Now, I've been sitting here for hours and you ain't. This little boy all of a sudden want my attention. Okay. Good evening, you guys. Y'all know I got a 6-year old. So, yeah. Sure, you can ask a question. Sure. But, or is it beginning to feel a lot like Christmas to y'all? It's starting to feel like Christmas for me. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Like the commercials on TV are like holiday themed and stuff. And it just, I don't know, the energy in the atmosphere just, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Not look, but feel. Okay. Okay. I'll get to your question in a minute. So I'm excited, y'all. The new Charlie's Angels is coming out, and then we got a Frozen 2 coming out this year. So I will be trying to take my son to go see that. It looks pretty good. Elsa is doing spiritual work now. Okay. It looked like she was battling some demons on that commercial or the trailer that I just saw for it. And then Charlie's Angels looks like it's going to be really good. And it's got Kirsten Stewart in it. And everybody loves her. I mean, if you don't like her, that's fine. But I like her. She played Bella in Twilight. So I'm really, really like, I'm happy. And then they got an ethnic chick, like, she's like one of the head angels. So, like, I'm excited. And the chick is just beautiful. Now, that Harriet movie, I was okay with that, but I'm like, really, now I'm pleased, okay? Because I'm not going to go see Harriet. I'm not going to do it. Did anybody see that movie? I didn't want to go. I don't want to see black people as slaves no more. I don't even want to remember it. I don't even want to think about it. That's not a happy thought. Other people will go see those movies. Now, I will tell you that her story is probably going to be very motivating to a lot of people. So there are a lot of people that need to see that movie, believe it or not, because they need to understand, the power and the belief in self that it takes to pull yourself about that slavery. Because it's still a lot of slaves in this world in their mind, and not just black people. Everybody always thinks that it's just black people. No, I was going to come and talk about my Irish ancestors. I've got Irish ancestry. Okay. I just have kinky nappy hair. So I'm going to be back a little bit later. I'm letting my phone charge up. And I was going to show off a 5-candle love spell. You got to have exactly 5 candles because it works with the number 5. So it's one of those. It's one of those kind of real technical spells that I'm doing. So I know you guys probably want some readings. I can tell because I already have a question in the chat. Okay, I got to go live a little bit later and do some love readings for December. Okay, I was going to do readings for December, but I wanted to split them up by element. So I think I'm going to start with the fire signs, and then I'm going to go to water, and then earth, and then air will be last. So I want to get the love readings up for December, because December, you guys know that I usually like to put stuff up 2 months in advance. All right, let's answer your question. Hell, are you still here? I'm only going to do the reading if you shout me out in the chat and let me know that you're still here. So, what I notice is that this is the month of heavy manifestation for a lot of people. And it's all about manifesting your fullest potential, is what it's all about. But what I want to tell you is that you want to balance that out really good. You want to keep yourself balanced. Okay, not just financially, but emotionally, sexually. You want to give yourself time to express yourself and speak what it is that you want. I got a lot of people right now coming for money spells and money unblockers. Okay, because they're trying to unblock those energies that seem to hold you back, and they come from within. They do. This is good. Yeah, see, hell ain't saying nothing, so that person must have left. Thank you for the thumbs up. It's okay for y'all to come in the chat. Oh, also, right now I'm dealing with baby mama and third party love triangles. So it's a lot of people that's divorcing too. Effects of Mercury retrograde. But I wanted to do a reading for how Mercury retrograde was affecting everybody. You're welcome. Contact me if you want that, Erica. Oh, and then also leave me a review. I got one review on Etsy finally. Thank you. So yeah, everybody's trying to do unblockers. If you are in the especially the money manifestation, you can't, like, a lot of that anxiety and that fear, you have to release it. And it's not like releasing negative energy is easier said than done. And releasing blockages, okay? Releasing whatever it is that's blocking you. So, that's one of the reasons why. And I'm doing a cleanse on myself right now. Y'all should see the top of the candle. It is black, baby. Let me show it to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my candle. Uh-oh. Trying to cover up the thing. Okay, let me show y'all. Y'all see how black that is? That's black. And another candle that I was doing with this work, because I'm doing some work with my girl, with Lakshmi. About to make her a wine offering. Yes, her arm is broken. She doesn't matter. She doesn't care. That doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm doing some work over here as well. So, you know, The thing with money spells, though, is that the more you pay, the more you get on the return. Oh, you're back. Hale, hale, or hail, hail. Hey, move over. You little silly boy. Were you sleepy? He done got sleepy. Jacob is sleepy, you guys. So, also a lot of people are wanting to start businesses, and a lot of people that people would mainly do that during the summer, but that's not always true. A lot of people start businesses around the end of the year, around the holidays. That Maya Lou, that means that there was some negative energy that needed to be cleansed, and a lot of it. But this is the cleanse that I'm doing. That's the cleanse from when I moved out of that house. So it is a representation of that black mold that was in that house. I've been clearing out. I've been getting used to being able to breathe. Okay. So, and my spirits are going to hold my landlord to that as far as putting my life and my family's life at risk. So I don't have to worry about nothing when it comes to that. He's like, dude, you almost took my life. He literally said, I'm not doing anything about the mold, even though it was his damn fault. Then the crazy man tried to go in there and flood it out to try to, he's such a scam artist. My spirits are going to eat, my spirits are going to chew him up and spit him the fuck out. Excuse my language, but you know. Yeah, it cleared some black magic off of me. Yeah, that's what it means. Cleared something off of me. And you see that it's burning clear now. It's not burning black all the way down to the bottom. All right. Okay, so Hill is Aquarius single, a singer. Is the Aquarius single for Hill or Holly Holly? Okay, so the answer is no. That person is not single. They've been in a relationship for a while. The relationship is not good. You got 3 7 7 7 7, and then the Hermit. I got a straight, well, not a straight no answer. The Hermit came up. They're not single, but that doesn't mean that they're happy in the relationship that they're in, but they're afraid to leave because they don't want to be alone. Air signs have been very codependent, and the reason why is because of the ascension. Seems like whoever this is holding on because they're afraid of being alone. So they don't consider themselves to be with that person, but that person is still attached, which is just like them having another person. Okay, so no, they're not single. Maya Lou is asking about a twin flame. All right, spirit guides for Maya Lou. Okay, the tower card flipped over. Is the twin flame, is her twin flame in love with her? Oh, I was going to talk about how magic has swallowed me up and held me, and I will never walk away. So, yes, your twin flame is in love with you. They got some issues with love. They hex. Your twin flame got a hex on it. Clarify Five of Wands. Yeah, hex on them. It's a generational hex. Your twin flame is dealing with a generational hex. Okay. Okay. Will they get married? Will Maya Lu and her twin flame get married? Yes or no? Okay. So now I got a no answer, but guess what card you got? You got the death card, the Eight of Swords. Okay. So this tells me that what the hell is going on out there? Hold on, y'all. Hey, now. Okay. So there's something that he needs to cut ties with. And again, I feel like it's some kind of generational hex. Sometimes generational hexes can keep the people under the hex from ever getting married. What's up, Michelle? Mm-hmm. But from what I can see, there would need to be some changes. He's got some subconscious blockages. He's being blocked from doing that. What I can see is an old witch, a crone. It's whoever it is, they're dead. Came up as the Queen of Swords that put some kind of hex over the family. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're very lucky and blessed if you have children. You just can't be. Hey, why are you doing that, little boy? Yeah, you can clear it. He needs to clear it, but you can clear it if you want. It's not so simple. The problem is that you got to get these people to learn how to take responsibility, because if you clear it and he never knows about it, you know, we got to get these people to wake up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Why does somebody keep coming in here asking me that? You're just trolling me, ain't you? No, I don't believe that Donna Martinez is dead. No, I don't. And she's not in a position to vlog. But no, I don't believe she's dead. Ted Kennedy. He gonna need that Gen Hex removed. And see, I charge 15, but I am running a special. I've actually done work for a married lady. She paid for her and her husband a Gen Hex removal. And he didn't know anything about it, and it helped the relationship definitely. But he seems to be very inquisitive, and sometimes curiosity will kill the cat. Removing a Gen Hex is definitely not white magic. You got to get your hands dirty, Gen Hex. I'm sorry you're lost. Koza says, I'm so lost. I want to be happy and do a career that makes me happy, which is singing. I don't know what to do now. I feel so hopeless and misunderstood by everyone. Any advice on that? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Koza, you need to start a YouTube channel. You need to start singing with just a regular microphone connected to your computer. Or either you can maybe sing into your cell phone, upload you some videos. Okay. You got some blockages, I can feel them. And so you're sort of blocked from yourself. So you want to start by doing that. Start. Then after a while, you want to go into the studio. You want to record something. Okay. You want to get maybe try to write a song. Okay. You need to do everything that is involved with music, which would be singing, recording. Okay. Maybe even taking some singing lessons. Then also making sure that you're getting plenty of exercise. You can contact me. The Gen Hex removers, Maya. Those I do for 1,500, but I am running a special. Okay, so it's 200. It's called the Triple Goddess Hex Removal. We do use the energies of the Triple Goddess, to remove that energy. So it's 1,500, but they are on sale right now. Not for 1,500, but they're on sale for cheaper than that. Okay. Now, just a regular hex removal is 500. And I always tell people, hey, listen, you need to do the Gen Hex because the Gen Hex is what led you to the hex in the first place. So a lot of people will end up with a secondary hex on them. And the reason why is because of the Gen Hex. So, for example, a lot of the clients that I remove generational hex removers from, a lot of those people may have some sort of trouble legally. So there may be some legal trouble, or either there may be other things that's happening, health problems, money problems, relationship problems. So what a generational hex will do is it will hex things in your life one at a time. So you can actually do the generational hex in 3 consecutive months. You can do it. I usually do those every full or new moon. And I can do them 3 months out. So I do have a payment plan for all of my work. Okay. It depends. It's always negotiable, Maya Lee, because it depends on what spirit wants. But I can't right now. You could possibly get one for as little as 1,000. Okay, for some people 1,100, but they're because and see that's because there's okay. Listen, when you have a generational hex, everybody is against each other. So if somebody has some sort of knowledge of witchcraft, what they will do is they will go and reaffirm the hex. So some people, their generational hex went back generations, and there's nobody actively trying to, put a hex. And I'm talking about not just somebody saying something, but somebody actually taking some kind of action and putting their intent into it. And believe it or not, I've seen a lot of cases of your mother, your brother, your aunt, your sister, your auntie, your uncle reaffirming that stuff. And the main reason is to feed a demon. That's the main reason. So that's why in some families, when you have a witch, they'll shy away from the witch. And the reason why they'll shy away is because they feel like she's trying to feed people's souls to some demon. Now, for me, no, that's not how I operate at all. I would rather free my family of the hex. That way I ain't got to deal with it. But there's some people that try to use it to their advantage. I feel personally like nothing from nothing leads to nothing. So, there's a lot of new energies and a lot of things that you can look forward to, in the future where you don't have to do that. Well, Maya Lou, don't ever say you're broke. Don't ever say that. Don't ever type that. You need to delete that comment. Because you know what? My spirits will put that money in your hand. I have a lot of people that come to me. They be like, Jamila, I want to get this, but I can't get it right now. And I'll say, well, it's done. You got it. And they'll come back like 2 days later or a week later and they'll have the money. So don't ever make an affirmation of being broke. Don't ever do that, Maya. Because when you say that, that is what you're affirming. That is the energy that you're bringing in. So my spirits are going to bring that money to you and then you'll be able to come and get it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, go to my Etsy and get you a consultation. Because let me tell you, everybody that I've done that Gen Hex remover for them, it pushed them further ahead. Because there are a such thing as generational blockages. In particular, medical stigmatizations is one of the main ones. You know, there's a lot of people that are being medically stigmatized generationally. So if you tell yourself, well, I've got, my mama got high blood pressure, my daddy got high blood pressure, my granny had, and I got it too because, it runs in my family, you're going to end up with high blood pressure. Whatever you tell your body to do is what the hell is going to do. And it's not just about telling it, it's also about your thought processes. Okay. And believe it or not, anxiety is a release of a lot of those energies, but a lot of people don't really know how to release it. But you know what I was thinking? Because I was listening to my music earlier and I was like, magic has swallowed me up. I don't feel consumed by it, but I feel very, very connected, especially right now. It's been very powerful, in particular since Halloween. And my spirits didn't really want me to move. So that's why they moved me the next day. You see what I'm saying? Because they wanted, because I got real sore and I hadn't even really done nothing. Like I just got real sore and it was weird. And those, sometimes you guys are having healing crises and stuff. Because whenever you're releasing, so I've been releasing. And the more and more I've been releasing, the more and more I've been seeing clearer. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling somebody else today, I couldn't really think straight when I was in that house. It was weird. I mean, I could think straight enough to do work, but that was it. It was like I did feel like a slave. And Spirit said, you don't have to feel that way. So, you know, not just location, but the people that you're involved with, that landlord was just a piece of crap, to do the stuff that he did. That's why I had to get my cell phone number changed. You see, my spirit said, get that number changed and move on and don't ever think of that man again. Okay, yeah, contact me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Erica, I can do some one question readings. I definitely can. Um, like in between, what's your question? Well, I already told you what you needed, and if you need the money, we'll put it in your hands. But see, a lot of people want, but they don't want to do the work that it requires. And then sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about this. Some of you are in spiritual debt. You can pay your debts with me. That's really what it's all about. That's why with those gen hexes, I'm able to remove them. Absolutely. I have the power to set you free of that. But you've got to make it's almost like venerating the ancestors. Okay. So even though it's your mama and you like, I don't like that heifer was wrong. And you're still paying a debt for them. And I'd rather, hell, if I'm going to compare making 100 or 200 grand per year on blocking myself, being happy, being healthy, being in a good disposition in life, if I'm going to compare that to a couple of $1,000s, you got to think about. And so that's why my prices are like that. Okay. How are you, Kedra Brown? Hello, welcome. And I'm telling you, it and with those generational hexes, what it does is it comes down your bloodline. So that's why every man in the family done been to jail. That's why every woman didn't get married. That's the main thing. And I do believe that it has something to do with that demon connected to Christianity, whatever that devil is. Okay. Whatever it is, it's a black hole. I can tell you that. Oh yeah, well I understand. I understand. In December, I'm not gonna be running that special though. Just to let you guys know. Yeah, we don't really run any specials in December. So hold on. We're gonna be connecting with 20. The year 2020 is gonna be the year where people are gonna move into financial security very quickly. Okay, the people that are not blocking themselves. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people that don't have the money that they want or they can't manifest it, they're afraid of it. It's almost like there's a lot of people that have been subconsciously programmed against prosperity. And those things work in reverse. So 2020 is going to be an amazing year. Um, it is going to be. There is a gateway. There is a y'all. There's a damn door opening on 11/11 this year. Even when you reduce those numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is, well, I'm not counting the 2 in 2019. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 0 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, and then 7 plus 9 is 16. So that reduces to the number 7. There is a gateway that is going to open. There's a doorway that's been blocked that's going to open for a lot of people. And it does have something to do with financial, but also with healing energy. Because if you notice, um, especially when it comes to starting your own business, so that's going to be a heavy man. And then we have the full moon like the next day. So, that's going to be an extremely spiritual time. Yeah, there's a door opening in time. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give y'all a hint. You can speed shit up. It's going to be like a vortex that's going to open. Okay. Good evening, Sylvia. How are you? That's the best thing to do, Kedra, is to fix the debt, is to fix debt in your life. But it just depends on what it is. So it just depends on what it is. If you're talking, I would have to do a personal financial analysis on you because I can see a lot about I look at my finances every single day. I wake up, I say, Spirit, what's my strengths? What's my weaknesses? Because that's basically what we're looking at, even when we're looking at these readings, is your strengths and your weaknesses. And are they playing out at that moment of that time frame? And then sometimes you do have to deal with your weaknesses. Everybody has to have some kind of weakness that they're working through, whether or not they want to admit it or not. Oh, you're pregnant now. Congratulations. When are you due? Yeah, have some kids, man. Kids are amazing. I loved every moment of it. I loved being pregnant. I loved the whole experience, giving birth. And giving birth is an amazing experience. It really is. Because you would think it would, because giving birth can be scary to a lot of people, but it's actually very cleansing, especially when you got a baby that's been in there for 9 or 10 months growing and crowding all your lungs and your heart. Some of us, though, that are very fertile women, always giving birth no matter what, in my opinion, especially if you're ovulating. I've been meaning to come back and talk to y'all about spirit babies and spirit pregnancies and stuff. Some of y'all are giving birth to universes right now. Y'all giving birth to energy, because that's what we need, is the energy, even if it's just energy in its raw form. That's what we need. It is. And you know what? Don't just let the hospital take your placenta. I would look into going to a hospital that's going to let you keep your placenta. Because my next baby, I would love to have a set of twins, but I would love for them to be born at home, with a midwife. That's how they used to do it. You actually have to pray over your baby, because if you're in a hospital, the hospital is filled with germs and bad spirits. Even though y'all notice when you go to the maternity ward, though, they keep the energies very good there. And see, those are the nurses, okay? So, if you got some bad nurses on a maternity ward, that's not good, okay? But the real sick part of the hospital, like the emergency room, is filled with a bunch of, ambulatory energies, bad spirits. And then when you go to where they're in hospice or close to hospice or dying, so different parts of the hospital have different spirits and energies, but it's not necessarily necessary to give hospital. And I have the right to say that, these hospitals are going to always have, and in fact, they kind of, when my daughter gave birth just recently, they was like, why you didn't deliver this baby at home? That's kind of, because it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, she's having a baby. And so yeah, you want twins? Hey, Miss Likeable, where you been at, girl? Okay, so Maya Lou says, "Oh, you want to know, or are you pregnant now?" Okay, Maya. This kind of a trick question though, because I've been feeling pregnant for the past 9 months. Y'all ever trip off of that TV show? I didn't know I was pregnant, and then women, they don't know they pregnant till they give birth. I bet you that could happen on some off chance or whatever, but I don't know, because I've been pregnant 4 times, like full term. I had one miscarriage, and when that baby gets a moving around in there, when that baby gets a moving around, you're gonna see all kind of elbows and the baby's head and all kind of stuff, and the baby be flip flopping and flopping around in there. So I don't see how somebody can't know that they pregnant, especially in the seventh, eighth, or the ninth month. Spirits, what are you saying for Maya? Is she pregnant right now? I'm actually seeing that you are, but I kind of feel as though the pregnancy might end very early. Like you're pregnant, but I feel like your period is still gonna come. I can definitely see you pregnant like in a couple of months. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Ugh. I'm talking about like I can see your period coming like with this cycle, but I feel like in the next couple of cycles you'll get pregnant. Cause the hermit came up, yeah, and then justice. So I kind of feel as though some of those cards, yeah, you can conceive, but then the baby just not attach, or the baby just kind of. I think a lot of women conceive, especially if you're having sex and the sperm meets the egg, but that doesn't mean it's gonna necessarily, be able to go through full term. Oh, good, Ashley. Congratulations. What kind of test was it again? Okay, Kedra. Kedra wants to know, spirits, will she have a baby of her own? Yes or no? Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, will Kedra have a baby? Yes or no? Okay, let's see here. I can definitely see a girl and a boy in the ether, but I feel like there is so I feel like there is a blockage in the root chakra that needs to be removed. You got the Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Cups is a girl. The Ace of Wands is a boy. But the Nine of Swords kind of represents something going on here. And then the Magician. You got some blockages, Kedra, that you need to remove. You know what? I be seeing women suffer from infertility, and I'll be like, why are you just suffering? Like, you realize that you can possibly do some spiritual work to help the situation, right? Y'all know that some of us witches and healers can help your fertility, and it's not just fertility; it's what's going on in spirit. Okay. Well, you got to start by loving yourself. The hell is that smell? Hold on, y'all. I need some incense. You smell that? I like some incense. I like some cryptic woods incense, some jasmine, and some patchouli. I think I'm gonna take all these incenses out of these little boxes and just label the things what it is. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I know y'all be like, dang, this girl be belching and stuff. Look, it's more room out than in. Some of y'all women be like, I gotta be ladylike, and I can't burp, and then you be sitting up there with gas. Nothing's more unladylike than sitting there feeling uncomfortable with gas trapped in your body because you didn't want to let it out. Tell me, yes, us ladies with class, we have gas. No, baby. No. We don't work against nature. We work with nature around here. Okay. All right. Ooh, that smells good. I love those. It's called Cryptic Woods incense. It's really good. It's got a blend of bergamot, violet, amber, and vanilla. It smells amazing. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let me see what y'all. So you could have two kids, but I feel like there's some blockages. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, but I moved to Georgia like 5 years ago. When was that? No, almost 5 years ago. Next year in August, it will be 5 years. So about 4.5 years ago was when I moved to Georgia. It was kind of a rough transition, because I didn't have really the support of family, which sucked. But I got through it. You'd be surprised at what you can get through. If I move out of state, will my son and I be safe and stable as I am a single parent with no other help? Okay. The heck did my damn- I must have left it over here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take the kids to the movies to see Charlie's Angels. I want to go see that Charlie's Angels movie. That movie look like it's gonna be good. Okay. Ashley wants to know, is she gonna be safe and stable when she moves out of state? Will her and her son be safe and stable? Yes or no? I tell the truth during my readings. The answer is yes, my friend. You got Six of Wands. This is your ancestors. You got the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like I can definitely see money coming to you. The Strength card, the Four of Swords, but then the Five of Swords. So I'm curious as to what your zodiac sign is because there seems to be, yeah, there's something. I feel as though being away from home can create like this possible cognitive dissonance. And I can also see your mother. You got problems with your relationship with your mother, Ashley? You got to. It's got to be your mother. Oh, is the connection bad? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope it's better now. My Skype name is Terra Queen Jamila, but you'd have better me at my phone number 770-686-7461. But I am on Skype. But you may want to email or text me and say, "Hey, I'm contacting you on Skype," because I don't really do a lot on Skype. I've been using Facebook Messenger and then WhatsApp. I use that a couple of times. No, text me right now. You can actually text me to 770-686-7461, and that way I'll just say, "Hey, this is so and so from the chat and I want to speak to you." Okay. I got an accent, Maya Lou. People have always told me that too. Even before I moved to Georgia, I've always had kind of a southern kind of country accent. I've always had that, and people have told me that, and I'm like, I don't know. I got a lot of amazing stuff coming out around the holidays. My shower sprays, my psychic attack sprays, my mood elevating or my mood stabilizing sprays are going to be coming out. I am so excited about that. And also, I've got a new product coming out called Spirit Walking. It's when we go, like, we connect with your spirits and we walk with them, and I just kind of tell you whatever info they give to me, which is what I do. But mainly when people come to me for readings or consultations, they got specific questions and specific concerns. Okay. Oh, I've never heard of Viper. How much will it be for you to fix it? It depends, Keitra. Um, now there is a cost for the herbs that you're gonna need to bathe in. I always send you a herbal for like a fertility. It's called, I call it a herbal fertility vitality kit, and it's got herbs, it's got incense, it's got oils, it's got candles. And so depending on what you get, because there's a couple of the herbs that are very expensive, they're like $30, but they have been phenomenal in fixing fertility. Okay. And I use them in my fertility treatments. So I do also do spell work, ritual work with that. And so that's something that you would have to come to me and talk to me about. But a lot of times it depends. Like I'll do like a fertility cleanse for somebody. Um, Believe it or not, the fertility cleanses are good because they can even draw in a lover. Yeah, well, yeah, but I do charge for like the ritual work because what it is it's a blockage that needs to be removed. And that a lot of the times needs to be done in spirit, because I've seen women that have been infertile for years and they're afraid to see a witch doctor, or they're afraid to see a healer or a spiritualist, and I think it's just because they're taught that. But many of us are really really good people. We're not going to try to sacrifice your baby to a demon and stuff. Like I would want to fight somebody that did some crap like that. So your root chakra is very important. Oh, another thing that I'm going to be coming up with is a chi recharger or a key recharger, to because believe it or not, there are a lot of people whose energy has been drained from them, and it could literally, I've seen people take years and years to recover from stuff like that. It is very supernatural and unnatural the way these entities will feed off of us sometimes. Okay. What I say, herbs? Oh, well, see, that's good. That's good. You need to learn the craft. Yeah, it's an energy point in your body. It's located at the base of the spine. It's where I believe it's the same area of the key energy, which is like the breath of life. So your root chakra is the base chakra. This is sort of where you came from. This is where you came from as a person when a root symbolizes where you came from. So that's why that's why when people have those I call them root chakra generational hexes. Okay. I saw this one lady that was having fertility just because another woman went to a witch and tried to get her stuff messed up. So get out of here, troll. Yeah, that's where your kundalini comes from. Exactly. Mhm. Shut up. You don't have $200. Hey, contact me, Jack Johnson. Give me the $200. I'll give you a location. It's not going to give you my real location. $200 is not a lot of money, buddy. Well, contact me, Kedra. I'm always here. Ain't it amazing when you see a woman that's like 40 or 50 that gives birth to a baby? You got to think, is this woman a witch or something? Because y'all saw Janet Jackson had that pretty little baby and she was like 50 plus. She's what society considers old. I don't like to call nobody old. Okay. And, you know, it'll help, but a stone is not going to remove a contract, Maya. Curses or contracts. Yes, I was told that what happened to me, my boyfriend did that to us, so we want to be together. Mm. What you cooking? Oh, you opening up the Whoppers. Oh my God, go back. They already got their Christmas tree up. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Let's watch this for a minute. Okay, go. But I just want to see the Christmas tree. Christmas tree? Yeah, it's so pretty. Y'all, I love Christmas trees. It's one of my favorite things. Is Christmas trees. I don't know why. Some people don't. I guess it's some people out there. I don't know why you wouldn't like a Christmas tree. Oh, with the root chakra. Oh, yeah. Hey, can you please move out of the way? The best way to work on your root chakra is to pay any family debt. And also, just to let you guys know, the root chakra, like when you look up root chakra frequencies, there's this one that's really, really good. And they have one that's similar to the solar plexus chakra meditation, where it's like a fire in the background. It's like a fireplace going, and it's like you get fire sounds. So those are really good for the root chakra, especially red candles. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me answer a client. Hold on. I agree. I love Christmas. It's so wonderful. And I think it's the most wonderful time of the year, personally. I agree. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Ding dong. I love that. Yes. So, why are you messing with me, little boy? You're so silly. Are you sleepy? You are. You sleepy? What time is it? The last girl that I did some fertility work on, she said that she bathed in the herbs that I gave her, and we did like a video chat. We couldn't see her, but she could see me, and I showed her what she needed to do when she was in the bathtub, and she said she felt like something snapped, like she felt something snap in her uterus, and she got pregnant like 2 months later. So, those herbs along with ritual and, because the reason why we give you the herbs is so that you can use them for the body, because the herbs heal the body. Okay. You've got a mind, you've got a body, and you've got a spirit. Okay. Can me and my boyfriend save this relationship we have? We don't want to break up at all, but we want to know what the cards would show. Okay, yeah, you definitely can save the relationship. Six of Wands flipped over when I picked up the card. Spirits, what messages do you have for Erica? You remember what I told you in your reading? So I did get a definite yes answer, and I feel as though it's fate. Or are you talking about Erica, you gonna have to contact me. Text me, okay? And then I'll answer you because I've done a reading for you and I don't want to put all your business out there, okay? Well, just contact me, Kedra, and we can do a consultation. The link is below. So today is Thursday. I hope that everybody's feeling really positive today. I know that positive thinking brings in positive actions and reactions. You were so silly, little sleepy boy. He's so sleepy. Hmm. Sylvia wants to know, will she find love again? What's your zodiac sign, Sylvia? What's your zodiac sign, hon? I know it's 9:33. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up so I can get some relaxing done. I got some kettle corn popcorn I'm about to be eating. Capricorn. Okay. All right, this is the last reading. Hey, Red Spirit 17. How are you, dear? I am. I am doing good. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in and checking on me. All right, spirits. Will Sylvia find love again? Okay, what messages do you have for her finding love? All right, so the answer is definitely yes. Spirits can see you finding love within the next year or less within the next month. There does seem to be a blockage of fear. It's your crown chakra. A lot of people forget about the crown chakra. A lot of people work on the root chakra. We work on the solar plexus. Sometimes, if you're an empath, you even got to work on the heart chakra, but your crown. Ever since I've been doing crown chakra work definitely does help. Okay, so do some crown chakra work. Okay. Maya Lou says, Kedra, her energy is pure and she will work her magic from the heart. And now that it's superpower, trust her with this. Thank you, Maya. Have you had work done through me before? Because that's usually what my clients say. You're welcome. So I've been working on bringing in those energies of this whole Christmassy thing. Like, good, good. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, I'm going to teach all of my kids witchcraft. When I move on to another reality, that which I don't think my kids ever want me to, I think I'm going to live till I'm about 175 years old. But when I move on to another reality, my kids will be like, my mama left this to me, and I'm so grateful for her for doing that. This knowledge, this wisdom. Oh, thank you. Everybody says that though. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very appreciative to all of you and my clients. Like, if you're watching and you're a client, I love you so much. I'm always here for you because what I've been getting also is not just new clients, but then old clients. People that I've been working with for years, and so yeah. Yes, it does. Red Spirit 17 says it takes a lot of earth elemental channeling to stay grounded for an empath. It's the only way I get through this time of the year. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Being an empath can be very difficult this time of the year. I don't know, Maya. I just blocked him because I don't he could be just talking to the universe. So a lot of these people, when they come at you with some crazy emotional stuff and you don't know who they are, they speaking to somebody that's not there, beings that are not there. They're not they just need a person or a face to attach it to. Well, Kedra, you know that I help people with their spiritual gifts. We all have our little gifts. I can definitely sense that you have them. And if that gift is leading you to the insane asylum, then something ain't right. You ain't managed it correctly. Because some people that are truly, they the craziest ones. Now, if you crazy and you can see, because y'all, we watched Candyman last night. Candyman is such a powerful movie if you're into like the supernatural and stuff, and just the whole movie. Like, I hadn't watched it in years, but when I watched it last night, I was watching it through, like different eyes, and it was just so weird how it's better to pay and be taught to work your gifts than to rely on random advice. You got to keep that karmic debt gone. It takes a lot of work to not go crazy from a gift. Yeah. You can also live very normally though, but I think that it just becomes a part of who you are. And there's spirit everywhere. That's just like earlier, it was raining cats and dogs, and it just something about that energy of water is just so powerful. Okay, and then also air. And I actually was calling, you know what, that was actually Mama Hecate too, you guys, because I actually called to her earlier. And she usually causes a storm. Because I've been doing a lot of work for clients. So you don't do horror movies, Kedra? Girl, if you was my sister, I would be you be looking at them scary movies and you wouldn't have no problem with it. you Scary movies actually help me with my empathism. Okay, they do. They help me. Now, sometimes I can't deal with the gory, scary movies. Like I was watching this one movie last night, and I said, we got to turn this off. I like the psychological thrillers too, so those are pretty good. So that I will be going to see Charlie's Angels because that movie looks good, and that is the because y'all know when Harriet came out, I was like, ugh. I was like, don't go see that. This one, these two that are coming out, that and Frozen Part Two, I'm excited. I am excited. Red Spears, Red Spears and scary movies help me not to kill dumb people in the general public. I love scary movies. I do. And I like the parodies too.
What's that?
It's cookies. You want some cookies and milk?
Mom, what's that?
Is this from some kind of exclusive Gears free in Gears 5? Y'all ever heard of that? You ever heard of that, Ty?
No, this one.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Video game?
Mm-hmm. Rising One on One said, and you know what? Everybody has their own thing. Like for me, I deal with scary or what's supposed to be scary situations all the time. My mother started me on watching scary movies since I was a baby. I was 2 years old watching The Exorcist by myself. So even though I don't agree with the type of I have, I think that that was a good part of her teachings because she prepared me for the spirit realm. You want to see that? I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know. I'd rather see Charlie's Angels part two or the new It's not part two because they already got a part two. But I was looking at. I said, "This gonna be good. This is gonna be good for women too. I love to empower other women. That's the one thing about me. I'm definitely not patriarchal, but I believe that men have their own separate power. I don't necessarily believe that men have to always overpower women and undermine them because that can go very deep down a deep, deep, deep rabbit hole that a lot of us don't want to see. So that's why we ended up with the movie Harriet. Because what a lot of people are afraid to say is that whole slavery thing was sex slavery to the African slaves that they brought over here. That's just period, point blank, or point blank, period. Okay, you know that was what that was for that particular time in history. Okay, it was all about sex slavery, and yeah, it was about manual labor, but it was all about that whole sex slavery thing. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, I like black and white movies too. I love older movies like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's one of my favorite movies. There's a called Dolores Claiborne. It's not the one, it's not the updated one with Kathy Bates. It's the older one. It's called Dolores Claiborne. It's a very good movie. It's a story about a mother and a daughter, and the mother and daughter end up competing with each other over a man. And I think the daughter stole the mother's man or something. But it's a good movie though. It's one of those movies that from back in the day, and it is in black and white. I think they may have colorized it though. You think women are smarter and better than men? They start life by being told they are less than men. They try harder, and most are much better than men because they fought against the sexism. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know what, Red Spirit, even when sexism didn't exist, women still was slaying. We still was slaying because, we would give birth and, feed the whole family. And people wonder where that energy came from. And it's not just about giving birth, it's just about the spirit of the woman. But I honor both. I honor both the mother and the father. But I think that when it comes to the matriarchy, I feel like she has to be number one. She has to be taken care of. Mm-hmm. You're right, proud black man who loves pre-op. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna say. You go in, you go, boy. Y'all see his that's a pretty cool handle. Oh Lord. All the time, Maya Lou, all the time. DNA activation, absolutely. And I also activate my light body. So there's a certain amount of time that I spend in meditation every single day. So it's a part of my life because this is what I do for a living. And I'm just thoroughly entrusted in it. And you know what? If you can see into the spirit realm, or if you can see or sense or feel spirits, and you don't want to be afraid of it, like you have to literally start to train yourself once you start to get into it. And then you can sometimes turn it off, but it's best to just know how to deal with it because being able to see spirits is not easy. And y'all know that movie The Sixth Sense? I feel like they made that movie for me because I would have, and it just makes you feel better about yourself because if you're somebody that believes you can see into the spirit realm, you can often be outcasted. And that can be a very difficult place, not being accepted because people don't understand you. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Why was you picked on about that movie Precious, Kedra? Oh yeah, I love The Color Purple. I did. That's a good ass movie. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I'm starting to like more of the movies that depict women in power already. Those women were fighting for power, and I just don't feel that we. If you constantly feel that you're fighting for your own power, then that's what you're doing. The whole consensus of it is raising up the vibrations to where you don't feel like you're fighting all the time. Because to be honest with you, it's yours. It belongs to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Red Spirit, that's good. And necromancy is really good too. I'm gonna come and talk to y'all about the deep roots of necromancy one day. You was scared of it as a child? Somebody must have made you scared of it. I can smell spirits too. Yes, a lot of us got that. My nose always knows everything. Yeah, they are, Red Spirit. They are. You thought you was a demon. That's funny. That's how some people will make you feel. But you know, if you're empathic, you can carry on the characteristics of a demon. Because a demon will come and it's very cunning. It will present something to you. And then the next thing you know, if you're out of your element, you like, wait a minute, this damn thing done possess me. Do some smell like sulfur? I guess they would. I guess they would smell like sulfur. It's a variety of smells. Oh yeah, see, you're do that. It's hard though. There may have been experiences that your mother had with you as a child that scared the shit out of her. Yeah, it's important because these babies that are coming in now, they very spiritually advanced. They are like the children of the corn. Okay. What are you doing, little boy? Children of the corn, right? Well, your mom doesn't like what you are. That's what it is, Kedra. Oh, that's good, proud black man. That's good. That's so good. Anyway, y'all, I think I've talked enough. I've been here for an hour and a half. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. And we got how many days until the full moon? 5 days, okay? So y'all that are expressing interest, make sure you get your consultations in if you're interested because especially I'm going to be doing a lot of spiritual work on the 11th. I'm not going to do a group ritual. Yeah, we can't do that right now, but we're going to do the door is going to be open. 1111 is very powerful energetically for gateways is opening and doors is opening. Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all have a good evening. Okay. Hug y'all babies for me. All right. All right. Love y'all. Bye.